I just hate anime so much that we have to do another tier list. So here we go. JoJo Characters Part 2, and I am currently watching the whole series on Patreon right now. You can find that in the description. Starting with Joseph. Now, this is a very easy S tier. Come on now. He's still around. So, come on. Now, Smokey. Kind of one of those, like, background characters. I would say he's kind of chill, but... I mean, he's chill. I wouldn't say he's bad. He definitely is, like, trying to look out for Joseph. I put him in C. He's not D. I put him in C. I don't think... He's not, like... He can't really do anything. And then that's also Erina. Same thing, man. Like I know, like, maybe people are gonna disagree, but she just, like, didn't even say much for that whole, like, series. It was just, like, I don't know. It didn't seem like she was even, like, a main character or anything. And she was more of a main character in, like, the first part, in my opinion. So, I'm gonna have to put Erina in C, just for that reason. It was just, like, she was too much of a side character. Moving on to Speedwagon. Speedwagon actually was doing some stuff in this part. He got captured, he started the Foundation, all this cool stuff. You know, he was kind of a G. Definitely not like a fighter or anything. I'm gonna say, I don't think he's S tier. He might be the very bottom of A tier. For right now, I am gonna put him in the top of B tier, bottom of A tier. So I might move him up at the end. We might have to adjust a few things at the end. But now Stroheim. Now Stroheim is such a weird character. He seemed like a villain at first, and then he actually became the homie. I think Stroheim actually should be in the bottom of S tier. I think he should be in the bottom of S tier. He's actually kind of cracked. Okay. Santavino. Vinto. I don't know how you're actually supposed to say it. But this is like the first Pillar Man. Now, he was kind of creepy. But compared to the other things that they had to fight later on, he was kind of mid. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't that big of a deal. I'm gonna put him in A. I think he's really strong, for sure. But I'm gonna put him in A. I mean, I don't think he's all that crazy. He was kind of crazy, like, at the very, very beginning. But I'm gonna put him in A. Now, we have Caesar. Was definitely stronger than Joseph for a while. Sadly, I didn't think he was actually gonna die. I was actually kind of shocked when he died. I'm gonna have to say, he's definitely higher than Stroheim. So that means he has to be S tier. Stroheim might go to, like, the top of A tier, but Caesar is definitely S tier in my opinion. I did not think he was gonna get killed by that. By the way, in a weird, this is weird. This is really, really weird. But, like, the hair and everything is kind of like Dio. You know what I mean? Like, in a way, you know, it's blonde or whatever. I wonder if, like, Jojo and Caesar was, like, supposed to be how, like, Dio and Jojo could have been. I don't know. This is just like other dimensional thinking right now. But, like, seeing them together like this, it makes me think, like, they were kind of almost like brothers a little bit in a sense. Anyways, Wamu was kind of cracked, and he was so honorable. Out of the three dudes, I mean, I put him in S. And even though, like, the job of these three guys was to get the stone and, like, you know, become immortal or whatever, this guy was like, I just want to get in this really amazing fight, and, like, I'm willing to make it honorable. And then he even stopped Cars' like army to, like, he's like, you guys need to leave him alone. Like, this is legit, like, you won. So I think definitely S tier. Dude, he might be above Jojo. In terms of, like, how much I like this character, like, he could definitely be on Team Jojo, for sure. I think I might actually put him above Joseph, which is so crazy. Is that just crazy? I think I mean, okay, obviously, the main character, you can't... It's like a tie, almost. Wamu, he's just the homie. My favorite enemy in the whole series so far. Wamu, for sure. Now, Essie Dissy, where's Essie Dissy gang at? If you're in the Essie Dissy gang, let me know. This guy, comparative to Wamu and Cars, being, like, one of the three, like, dangerous pillarman or whatever. Honestly, he wasn't that good. Now he did kind of linger around. Like he wasn't weak. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't weak. In a way, it didn't seem like it was that hard to get rid of him, in my opinion. Because then he took over like Suzy Q later on. Honestly, I think he's probably stronger than Santavinto. I think I'm put at top of A. I don't think he's S tier. Just because, like, he was so easily dealt with. Like, okay, they were on that island. It actually just pains me sometimes how, like, time, like, stops in the show. But it seems like, oh, why don't they just go help? But apparently it's, like, you know, it's supposed to be, like, when they're talking sometimes, it's, like, time stops almost. Because it's not like they can just teleport over there. It's not all real time all the time, in a sense. It's kind of what you guys were telling me when I was watching the show. If that makes sense. So, in that case... I don't know. Like, Jojo had no help, and it was a surprise attack, and Essie Dissy wasn't even, like, it wasn't even that close. Now, to be fair, he did linger on. You know, that was kind of impressive. Wasn't all that crazy, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think top of A tier is pretty good. Now, Cars. Cars is by far, out of everyone in the whole list, the strongest. No doubt. Would literally 1v1 would 1v12 everyone on the list, because he had all the powers. But the one thing he didn't do was, like, okay, he got sent into space. Sure, I get that. Like, okay, he's freezing or whatever. But one of the things is, like, with the upgraded mask, he had every power. He had, like, perfect Hamon. He had I can't remember the other ones, but he had, like, his powers. He had I think Wamu's powers. That means he would have Essie Dissy's powers. So why couldn't he just, like, unfreeze himself? That's what I don't understand. Now, maybe you guys will disagree, like, oh, it's not possible. But he could make his blood, like, boiling hot. So, in that case, this guy is just so dumb. And also, he's not honorable at all. I think he's obviously mega, mega, mega strong. Definitely stronger than Essie Dissy and Santavinto. But definitely bottom of S. In terms of, like, I don't like this guy at all, and he's also dumb, and also doesn't know how to use the perfect mask that he's been, like, going after. So, I mean, he was a really, like, crazy guy, and definitely mysterious. I think bottom of S. You know, I might put him above Stroheim. Nah, I put him below Stroheim. Like, even though he could easily 1v4 these guys every day of the week, I like Stroheim way more than him, even though he's definitely super strong, and he's just so dumb. So, I don't like him. Super dumb, even though he's crazy strong. Put him at the bottom of S. Lisa. What a weird character. Turns out to be Jojo's mom. And here's the thing. As a, like, Hamon teacher, whose, like, duty is to protect that stone, we didn't actually see her do much. She killed, like, the one guy. Killed the one guy in the hotel, right? The old hotel where Caesar died. Like, going into the room to see Cars and Wamu. Killed the one guy, but honestly, did, like, nothing. You guys might hate me, but honestly, I'm gonna put her in the bottom of A. Nah, you know what? I think just above Speedwagon. We don't even know how strong she is. She seemed, like, helpless. And then when she was fighting Cars, she literally got one shot. Like, Master of Hamon. She should be stronger than Jojo. She taught him how to be a Master of Hamon. And she's probably still better because she's, like, the guardian of the stone. For how hyped up she was, I'm, like, let down a little bit. We didn't actually see her fight or do a 1v1. Because wouldn't it be so cool if she did, like, a sequence where she's, like, fighting, I don't know, one of these guys and actually, like, just beats them up or something, or like 1v1's Jojo or something, right? It's like none of that ever happened. She literally, like, walked past a guy with sunglasses on and her scarf did something to that dude with them on. That's all that happened. That was the only thing I really saw her do. So for that reason, I'm putting her in B. I'm not saying she's, like, a bad character. It's just, like, for how strong she seemed like she was, I mean, not much happened. Now Suzy Q. Suzy Q is a very neutral side character that ends up being important later on, for obvious reasons. But this is so weird, man. I mean, okay, Lisa was actually, like, a companion in the fighting, in like the main storyline, Suzy Q is like super backline. Super backline. I think below Speedwagon. For sure below Speedwagon. Now we have the, I guess, like, mega students, whatever you want to call them. Now, Logs got wiped by Essie Dissy. I'm almost certain this is the one that got wiped by Essie Dissy. This is another set of characters that didn't really impress me. So I'm gonna put Logs, because he got kind of one shot. I am gonna put Logs. I mean, okay, he was respectable. I think I put him above Suzy Q. Then, like, this guy, he 1v1 Caesar for like a second. I just put him like below Logs, because at least Logs tried to fight Essie Dissy. Alright, now let's adjust the tier list. Because obviously we can't have nothing in D tier. And we gotta make everything good. Okay, let's start with Smokey. Smokey being C tier. You know what? He might be the god of D tier. I think that's fair. And also Erina, probably gonna be D tier. Like, when I say D tier, it's like D tier plus. Because it's not that these characters were bad. And Smokey is definitely the better one out of these two. But they were very, very side characters. I mean, like, almost like more... That's the crazy part. Why did I put Suzy Q so high? Okay, here's my adjustment. Suzy Q is chill, but you can't... No matter what, someone has to be at the bottom. Okay, that's it. Okay, here's the bottom. Okay, let's go to B tier. Lisa, I think that's fair. Speedwagon, I think that's fair. Dude, Speedwagon is more important than these dudes, for sure. Essie Dissy, I think that's good. Sansa Vinto, I think that's good. Cars, for sure. Stroheim. Then Caesar, then Joseph, then Wamu by like a 0.001% increase over Jojo. My favorite character by far, or at least favorite enemy. Jojo is obviously my favorite. Anyways, guys, that's it. Make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think of my tier list, and I will see you guys in the next one.